One got knocked down, he won't get up again. The other went knocked him down. One got knocked down, and now he's fucking dead. The other went knocked him out. Combo breaker!
Reality warping. By far the best power ever. You know why? It allows you to do whatever the hell you want. You want today, you know what? I'm just gonna go out and say it. Today's fighters are by far the most ridiculous of these powers, okay? They take reality warping to a whole nother level. Today we have a fight between Terry Crews, the Old Spice guy, and Bill Cipher, the evil triangle. Bill Cipher. He's back from the ass whooping he suffered against Rick Sanchez. Spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen it, I guess. But nothing's really changed, so this will be like 99% review for you guys. Bill Cipher is a high-tier reality warper who can regenerate from all wounds and can only be killed one way, but I'll cover that later. Bill can also teleport, shapeshift, warp reality, and pretty much all forms of reality. He can warp the weather, living things, and even gravity. He can also manipulate time. He can also force people to fall asleep and then manipulate their dreams and minds, and he can also fly, break the fourth wall, and induce madness with his insanity bubbles. He also, if he makes a deal with his foe, can control their minds and enter their mind and manipulate their souls. Bill Cipher is claimed to be a multiversal threat by Time Baby, and he one-shotted Time Baby. He's also escaped his own plane of existence. Since Bill is another dimensional being, he actually has immeasurable speed. It's almost omnipresent if you want to be fair. And he actually has he's invulnerable pretty much. He's like, there's only one way to really kill him, because we've seen him get his eyeball ripped out, he's been punched, he's been shredded to pieces. He's only got one weakness, but I'll cover that in half a second. Bill Cipher is incredibly smart and he claims to know lots of things. He also has the ability to basically manipulate people with ease, like everybody. It's ridiculous. He can change people's like ideas, memories, everything with just a snap of his fingers. But he isn't flawless. His regeneration can take a while, and he can be fully killed if he's trapped inside of a mind and then that mind is destroyed or erased from existence. The power! The Old Spice guy. He is truly the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen, like honestly. And hopefully this will not be the only time he's on my show. So Terry Crews takes reality warping to a whole nother level. He can create explosions at will, summon flying talking tigers that look like him, create suns with double sun power. He can also black out the sun to create two more. He can create infinite amounts of himself and create infinite amounts of arms that pop off of his own biceps. He can also break the fourth wall and reality and dimensions, and with the Old Spice body spray he can become even stronger, and even has tiny versions of himself as body hair. He's also got a zillion one other things he can do. He pretty much does what he wants. He can put you on the moon with absolutely zero oxygen and no clothes if he wanted to, or give you like a freaking like seashell, and it turns out it's actually like lasagna next time you look down. He's ridiculous. Terry Crews is just ungodly strong. He can use his reality warping and sheer strength to break through dimensions and realities, as he's actually blacked out the sun and then created two more just by speaking it, and that actually like destroyed the planet at one point. Not to mention he can break into other commercials, which is like next level Toon Force reality warping bullshit. Terry Crews is super fast and can fly and run at massively faster than light speeds. He also when he rides his tiger, he actually goes even faster. But Terry's pretty much invulnerable to everything, as even if he gets wounded, like, you know, cut into a zillion little pieces, he comes back. He's been chopped down to nothing but a head and some legs and he's come back, and he's removed his head and using it as a bowling ball before. He's pretty much unkillable, and that towel he wears defends him from most attacks anyway. But Terry Crews isn't exactly the most intelligent person of all time. He kind of loses tracks of things and kind of goes all random at times. He's kind of like Deadpool if Deadpool had unlimited omnipotent power. But he isn't perfect. He does have one just absolutely ridiculous weakness. He's weak to anyone using other body sprays such as Axe. Terry Crews is flying on his tiger as he's shot down by a laser, and when he hits the ground, he lands to see Bill land in front of him. He opens up his mouth and yells "Explosion!" as multiple large fireballs fly forward and blow up, tearing holes through Bill Cipher. Bill heals and laughs at Terry, who puts out his fist and ignites them in giant suns, and then punches Bill Cipher, who enlarges his fist and then smashes down on Terry, destroying his head, causing an explosion. When he lifts his fist, Terry's head is back. Terry summons a large tiger that flies forward, and Bill dodges and destroys the tiger with a laser blast. Bill grows to the size of a mountain as Terry Crews sprays himself with Old Spice and grows to the same size as Bill. Bill tries to punch Terry, who grabs him, slams him on the ground, and launches multiple explosions from his mouth over and over, destroying Bill's, just ripping him to shreds. Bill puts out his hand to make a deal with Terry, and Terry accepts. Bill enters Terry Crews' mind, and Terry Crews screams "Explosion!" repeatedly, causing his head to explode a zillion one time, and just keep coming back over and over again. He then stops and then lands back on the ground in his normal size and gets back on his tiger. Our winner is Terry Crews, and Terry and Bill's powers were pretty much equally matched in their variety and versatility, but Terry is on a whole nother level of reality warping. This pure strength of him is ridiculous. I mean, he's got sheer power, but this came down to who can use the other one's weaknesses, like, arguably who can use the other one more. And Terry's has a higher capability of exploiting Bill's one weakness than Bill does on Terry's. Think about it. Terry Crews could 100% make a deal with Bill Cipher, who would go inside his mind, and then he could erase his head by exploding it. But last time I checked, Bill Cipher doesn't carry body sprays, especially not Axe body spray, so our winner is the Old Spice guy, Terry Crews. Next time on Combo Breaker, Wolverine vs. Deathstroke. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and put in the comments what you think of the next match, who you think will win, why, anything you got. I'd love to see what you guys put.